Hello, I am Benjamin John Pope, and this is an interval to the outline previous creation in character development tutorials, and we're going to show you how good it is to make a character with the line tool. So all I'm going to do is a new outline but in a different theory. So you just grab the line tool, and I'm going to start with an eye. It's good to make sure the lines are totally perfect. No pixelated versions. I just copy and pasted. You'd probably want to bend it a little bit. Undo that. Undo the previous. So those two bend. Those two bend. And you can basically throw out a design which is an eye right, select all, make it smaller, and the truth is I'm going to go straight for the nose, like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this eye, because that was just like a little synopsis. Now I'm going to grab all of these lines, and I'm going to transform it to be like that. What we're going to go for is the same eye. Try to rotate it. But the line tool, right, is a brilliant tool for drawing characters. But what I did then was change the ratio, because with that sort of nose, we know we're going to be looking somewhere forward. So what I do now is the cheekbone, and we're going to make it go right the way down to there, and then we're going to just move that one, and now I'm going to move it up like so, and select it all again, bring it over just so it's easier to read. I'm going to grab that, copy and paste it, modify, transform, flip horizontally, and because of the ratio, just make it a bit smaller and turn it a little bit, and according to that ratio it's about there. We then want to make the other line that brings in the jaw. Could bring in the mouth there as well. We're just going to bring in the jaw and the chin. Undo that, because the straight line seems to be a little bit better, but that line can go there. Get rid of that, and that's sort of like a sketch if you think about it. But what we're going to definitely do is make it smaller again, And I'm going to give it like a big hair, like a really big hair piece, like that. So he's going to bend it down. Bend it down like that. Select all of that. And make it a little bit smaller. This now we're going to make into a symbol and call it hair. This is probably the easiest way of drawing. But the truth is, when you end up colouring in and layering it, you understand a bit more about getting rid of lines sometimes. Because for some reason, see, and now I've managed to get rid of that line. And now I have managed to get rid of that line. I'm going to grab these again, I'm going to copy, Control Shift Paste, flip them right the way over again, modify, transform, flip horizontally. And this is obviously a manga character. You can clearly see it's a manga character. So, what I want to do now, right, is actually just give it like a really simple mouth. Just like that. This is an anime character, so it's just like that. And now, what we want to do is, we want hair to come down to there, then to there, do another little one, then to there, and really, the hair is like the most important thing. In a manga or an anime, it's so important to make the hair perfect. And really, you can see that that is your outline, and we're going to select it all, and we're going to make it smaller. We're going to grab, I'm going to undo it actually, because I didn't want that to merge that well. Well, didn't merge well enough. You can sit here for hours. Sit for hours trying to make pieces better. But as soon as you work out exactly where to place certain things, and now let's bring in the other cheekbone. The other cheekbone is looking that way. So he's looking that way. So the the other cheekbone be going in the opposite direction. That is a lot. Then you need to build it like that. No. Just bring out a point. Do that. He's going to make that like that. Thinking of the cheekbone. But this is just a sketch according to your computer. And there's ways of making it more detailed. And that would be doing something like that and just overlapping it. So you don't need to use the same pieces, but you can if you want to. I'm just making it faster to develop a character or the character's head. This is basically a different way of making it. Select all. And to go back to the simple form, because that would be perfect there, and that needs to come down to there, then I need to drag that to there. See, and all of a sudden it comes together in the exact right shape. But you do need to think and someone will probably say that was better, but I prefer the straight line. Don't prefer that. So now I'm going to move out of the way, because what I want to do is I'm going to select all of that. No, hold on. Get that out of the way. It's about the ratio, and really those two are perfect. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to see what this looks like a minute. I'm going to see what this one looks like bigger, because I like the little tufty bits. But if it's like that, totally span around. There we go. Nice. Nice. Let me just grab it a minute. Right, that's not working. Just get rid of this. That's perfect to start the hair with. Let's just change this into front fringe. Front fringe. Because let me have a look a minute. You could have his hair like that. That would be a good piece to keep, according to making animation, because if the wind's blowing that direction, then it basically means this part would be perfect. I'm going to delete those two as well. I'm now going to copy that over, just to test it. So modify, transform, flip horizontally. And I'm thinking that sorry about that, it's my phone. You should probably just do the hair bit by bit. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's really annoying, but really what we want is the ear would be about here. Wouldn't be an ear on the other side, but there's a good chance there's an earlobe. I'm trying to show you what to definitely do according to animation. So this would be roughly. Let's do the earlobe first. So the earlobe would be about there. Bring that down like that. But we know the eye's there, so let's get rid of it. And if that is there, it would be more like there. Definitely, I'm seeing it more now. I'm definitely seeing it more now. I'm definitely knowing that I want a big piece like that. Like a huge piece that's like that. And then just go 1, 2, just to pull it out, pull that up. It seems really funny. Let's get rid of that again. Trial and tribulation. But we'll give it a bit more thought. If his hair was exactly, move this again, just slightly, move it to there. Now I need to break it. That's a good idea. Break apart, cut in half. See, hair detail, F8, hair detail. See, that now, if we make it bigger, we'll do the exact right thing, because basically rid of that, get rid of that. Right, that's ended up being good. And the truth is, let's make this better like that. Better with the straight lines. Better with the straight lines. Put a straight line there. Straight line up to there. Takes a little bit of working out. That ear's there. I want more hair to come down. Just get rid of that ear again. That symbol. Select all of that. FNFA. Piece. Hair. 2. Bring that over a bit. Turn it that way. Right, so this is when you have to think about layers totally. So if we just drop it down to there. Let's change this a bit more. That might actually work all the way around. That could work. This can be really, really fiddly because a lot of people draw it in their hand first, but really I'm going to have to make a new bit of that. I'm going to have to do that, that and that. I'm now going to go like that. Now I'm going to bring that down because that's definitely what I wanted. But it needs to be a straight line. And that needs to be like that. Oh, it's just annoying me now. Back to the line. imagine like a huge, let's just bring down, bring over this line a minute. Bring over that line. As soon as I get the fringe right, then it should work out. Right, now I need to make the ear. I need to bring that down to there. No, what I need to do is bring that right the way over to there. Then need to grab that part of it. Duplicate symbol again. Some people are probably getting a bit annoyed at this, but don't worry, it will be finished. Just an outline. What I mean by that is it's a animate sketch. It's an animate sketch. Right. In this tutorial, we will finish the hair, basically. Because now you've got all of the detail, where the sketches, etc. But you need to think of layers, so now I want to bring in an ear slightly, but I also don't. But there should probably be like a crown, bit like that. A bit like that, bend it. Bend that the other way. Just make that smaller. Do that to it. See, and all of a sudden you're like, hold on a minute, is that right? So you slightly think, is that good enough? Or whatever. Sorry about the coughing. I love to use the same pieces. Like, totally love to use the same pieces. You can even just cut them in half and use little pieces like this. Say FN, F8, little defined hair. Because a little defined hair can do stuff like that. And you give it oh no, it's a pen tool. Did I just pen tool it there? No, I didn't. See, and modify, transform, flip horizontally. Now you want to go to that can just be added to there. So it becomes actually fun, doesn't it? It becomes like really fun. This side's probably better for it. Bad smoker's cough. Flip horizontally. Bring it back over to here. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that. Make that. Find it funny, really. But really, let's have a look. That doesn't work again. Right, that works totally. Just give it the neck piece a minute. Just give it the total neck. Doing this just to give it more of a dimension. Has more of a dimension in it, just so I can understand where the shoulder is and everything, because this is me being totally freehand, so and really it'd be something like that, just to make the costume or whatever. It'd probably be like that. Like that. Pull that over. Let's not pull that over. So that's the neck. So now I'm going to select all of it again. What I want to do is select all of that. Select all of that and call it then F8 piece finish. What's that? FN F8 piece side. Piece hair side. Select that. FN F8 I. Select all. We're gonna make it smaller again. We're just gonna grab FN F8 nose. Right, so this is the outline 100%. What we need to do is we need to mark it here, and we need to mark it there. You might think that's really drastic, but if you was to pull over, no. I keep thinking of like a really big hairdo, but I'm gonna go on actually just bring out a hair piece of there, just like that. Bend it like that. Do that. Do that. Just put it out bit by bit. This is definitely correct. I want to do that. Join that to there. So undo that a minute. You have to think about what it's going to be layered like, because what you know it's going to be layered like depends on how the hair would fall and then be animated. So really it's about right. It's about right. And the next guideline would be about here, I imagine. Remember, this is only the sketch, so if you're getting annoyed, then well, hard work takes time, so really, piece by piece, somehow eventualizes. Now all I need to do is just give it the last pieces of hair. The last pieces of hair. So it's nearly done. Really, right, at one point, you'd put layers in like this. put a layer there like that. So I'm going to show you that straight away actually. So you put a layer in like that. I was trying to just do the outside edge, but really the outside edge, sometimes you need to build it perfectly. And move stuff around like to that point. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Turn that one right the way over. No, I'm going to get rid of that as well. This is why people find it quite difficult to make a manga. I've been doing it most of my life actually. I have been certain places that teach you in my head or whatever. And you just keep at it, you should become good. Say practice makes perfect. They say practice makes perfect. It's funny what I just did then if you think about it. Because really, I think that get rid of that line, get rid of that one. Where's it going? Where's it going? What's it doing and where's it going? That's actually what I thought at first, wasn't it? Like a huge piece of hair. So if I do that now, I get the right diameter. Get rid of that. Don't want to get rid of that line, we want to get rid of that line. Pull that down and have we got it? Have we got it? Have we got it? Yeah, we did it. We did it in the end. The exact thing I was imagining. Chop that bit off. Chop that bit off. Mess around with the shape. If you mess around with the shape, I know some of you might just be watching, getting a bit confused. See, his head it shouldn't be that big. I'm trying to get the exact dimension like that, bring like that right the way down. But some of it's becoming pixelated. When it does that, you need to get rid of it because you want it to be a crisp animation. That's the name of the game at the moment. Making it for animation. If you make it from animation, or make it for animation, you gotta realise that pixelated images aren't too good. I think I've finally done it. Done a piece that is justifiable. And now I'm going to get rid of that piece and that piece. Now this piece should. Perfect. Yes. Get rid of that now. I said yes. But now I'm changing my mind again. This is so difficult sometimes. Straight back to square one. I can't get the big piece right. It's really annoying me now. It doesn't annoy me normally, but if you're doing a tutorial, it has to be done in the right amount of time. Definitely, there we go at last. Now we need that. Just two little layers. Like that. Undo, Control and Z. Right, let's go for the head again. Here we go. Right. The head would come back right up to there. No, let's do the head, yeah. Let's go for another theory. And we're going to bring the exact head in and just say that it has like a short short hair. Because that is actually there we go. There we go. Does that look better? That's the hairline. Right, we found the hairline. So now, what we need to do is if this is the shoulder, and that's going to be where the hair would definitely come down. Basically, this is nearly done at the head sketch. Very, very nearly done. You just match like that. Just match it. Just to give it a bit more detail. Little bit more detail. See, now, because you've got the head shape, you definitely know all of a sudden 100% how to match it, because you just do the equivalent inside of itself. So now all of this, you can get even more detailed of it and zoom in a bit, and if you zoom in a bit you'll be able to do stuff like that. Then you'll realise you do stuff like that, and then the more and more detailed you get, which are those two that matched, then you change these two and do it the other way, I think. Like that. And it just gets more and more detailed. So really, I'll get rid of that now. Now it's like that. You've done the hairline. You've done the face. You could do an ear. Let me just... get rid of that now. Now you're all confused again, aren't you? I know. It's very, very fiddly. People don't understand why manga's this difficult, but it is. See, loads of you would probably bend that, but me, Benjamin, definitely wouldn't. Now we need to do the headline again. See, and then all of a sudden, pixelated again. And the reason you don't pixelate it is because it doesn't look good when you animate, according to exporting it for the TV or whatever. So really I need another spike. Another spike there. Need to bring one down from there. I need to follow the headline again. Right, so that's definitely the headline. Goes up more. I'm going to select these three. I'm going to rotate it slightly. Dun, 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 dun. Right, I know what to do to sort this headline business out. We just find the exact crown. So control paste. I call it a crown, it's like the toffee bit that I use. And it is now getting to a long tutorial. One of the longest free tutorials that is available as the presence of my web stands. It's frustrating, but it's still fun. I'm just getting a bit frustrated that I don't enjoy the tutorial as much when it's not as fast. But the truth is, if you love artwork, you won't be bothered. Let's get rid of that now. See, I did build a piece there, if you notice. Like a little tiny piece was built. Oh, I'm laughing because There's some crazy thoughts going on in my head. All this manga drawing or whatever. I'm reverting right the way back because for some reason I want to get rid of that and just call that a sketch, because if it's sketched like that you can perfectly know that that's round. That's definitely manga hair. The shoulders there, let's just select all of this. Right, let's just bring this up. So you can see the shoulder line, you can see the defined chin, the eyes are there, the eyebrows are there, the hair is there, and it's obvious that that's the exact circle that you will fill in with colour. And we're going to build all the colour of this and everything in the future of the tutorials, and we're going to build the previous outline tutorial also, and that previous outline tutorial was drawn in a totally different way, but I wanted to show you how creative you could be with the line tool. And thank you for listening.